Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode in our series of 100%ing Silksong. Now, Silksong is a game that has come out quite recently and that I have already beaten and wanted to beat again. So, now you guys will be with me. And when I mean 100%ing, I do mean all the achievements, not just a save file. I will try to do my best to do the Still Soul and also the speedruns. So let's go! They see your beauty so frail and fine, they see your peace woven of faith and toil. They forget your heart bound in slumber and servitude. When you wake, they shall see your truth, a beast in nature bare to all. From Farlum's Folly by conductor Romino. Let's go! As someone who has been waiting for this game for since the beginning, I went through all the stages of Silk Sanity. So when this game came out, I clocked in like 100 hours in a week. Yes, it was tough, but I loved it. Now we shall see. Oh, this game is so pretty. By the way, if you like any of this series, like at all, and if you enjoy the videos, like, share, subscribe, comment questions that you would like me to answer on the next videos. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. One of these little bugs. I feel like the guards just had a big oh shit moment. And now we are falling from the bridge. Let's go. This game is so amazing. I love this game. Act 1. Harlem. I really enjoy how each act name is based on a location. So I will not spoil the game. I'll try my best to not spoil it. But Act 1 is Farlum in general. And then we shall see. Now, let's heal. There we go. Let's start by getting these shell shards. And if I'm correct, yes. Because there's this guy right here. Ouch. Done? Shit. Yeah, done. Yeah, I should not have done that. Oh, I'm just getting so... I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, that's it. I will fight that guy later. Not having a dash or anything, it's really detrimental. So let's go. I feel like this game gets a lot. The movement gets a lot better when you get especially the dash. You move so much better. And I feel like that's the same with Hollow Knight. When you get the dash, everything just feels better to move, to fight. And let me say, when Silksong get DLC, because I bet it will, I will be in the forefront of if the DLC is paid, which I don't think it will be. But if it is, I will be right there to buy it and to record. I will try to make videos of 100% in games in general. So if you guys want me to do any game that you want me to do more, like a game that I haven't played, I can try. I'm not gonna say I'll be good at it, but I hope you guys will enjoy it in any way, shape, or form. because I feel like in this way I can do more interesting things or interesting paths, and also be more experimental since I know more about the game, and you know, not being bad at it and just sticking to a good build for a lot of the playthrough. Because in my first playthrough, I used a lot of the crest of the Reaper, which, to be honest, is one of the most comfortable ones. I guess that would be the correct term. It's one of the most comfortable ones to use. All the attacks are pretty easy and they have a larger area, so it is a comfortable crest. However, I feel like the best crest, in my opinion, at least my favorite, not the best. The best objectively, I feel like the best crest would be Architect, since tools are really strong. So if you just have the money to keep buying the shell things, you you can just do insane things in general. There we go. And I understand when people say that this game is hard, but I feel like some changes were not necessary to nerf the game. For example, if you guys don't know, one of the two bosses and two hazards were nerfed to deal not 2 health of damage. And though I understand people complaining about it, I just find it so much stupid. Like, yes, there are a couple of hazards which can be difficult to avoid, but not impossible. Like, I feel like one argument that I said once to a friend, he was like, "Oh, it's not fair that a lot of the enemies deal 2 massive damage," and I said to him, "Dude, you heal 3. Like, you heal more than a single damage that the enemies do. If so, enemies that just deal 1 mask of damage are just way too forgiving, especially some stronger enemies." And although I can understand that said said enemies that said bosses that deal double damage can be quite tricky since they are in the early game, I still feel like it's not that bad, especially when one of them you can actually call for help from a NPC to help you. So like the game already had a easy way out. Not it was not easy even with the help, but still I mean that's the point. There already had a quote unquote easy mode that helped a lot. So I feel kind of annoyed about it. If I could, maybe there's a mod for it to make the nerfs to words are just not coming to me. There's a mod that just keeps the changes, like the fixes, because there were a couple of bugs. For example, in the beginning, some PC players which used mouse and keyboard couldn't use one of the tools because you needed to use a input which for some reason was not registering. So nowadays you can, and obviously I like to keep it that way because it was a really cool thing. Mouse mother. Like, Moss Mother as a first boss is really simple, and I genuinely like how all bosses are more complex. Not complex, more, I feel like more developed. Not that any bosses in Hollow Knight were underdeveloped. I mean, if you guys know about Hollow Knight history, you will know that Hollow Knight was made on a shoestring budget. They had almost no money to make the game, and yet Hollow Knight became a gigantic sensation of an amazing product. So in a way, hmm, yeah, I will see you way later. So in a way, I feel like a lot of things can be just said to get good. And once I had a talk with another friend who was like, dude, I feel like Silksong is a really cool game, but not a fun one. And I was like, what the fuck could you possibly mean? And then he started to explain how he saw a video of a guy with some terrible runbacks in for a couple of bosses and things like that. You know, the infamous Last Judge runback, which people constantly, constantly just whine about. Oh, sorry, I skipped that one. I see that now, madam. My record to your land has not been kind. I have reason to be wary. So you're not a pilgrim, then. Scuttle to the darkness to climb the great path and bow at its gilded peak. I am no pilgrim, I am Hornet, and I arrived in your land by no choice of my own. I was brought to your kingdom by force, captured by strange bugs clad in veils. Oh, how curious! In the bugs of the citadel at the summit of our land, they veil themselves in service to their faith, or perhaps as slaves to something greater. Then I shall seek their citadel. If the veil bugs would not go to such lengths to bring me here, I intend to find out why. Oh, ferocious, stimulating. Yours no pilgrim spring. You've the bearing of a hunter. Come then, first traveler, to Falum, our holy yet haunted land. Before the port, permit to note bugs a brief warning. Best keep that weapon drawn. Our kingdom's gripped by a curse, its paths grown wild and dangerous, and though some still attempt to climb the citadel's crest, none return to the peak of what they see. Now we have the main objective of the first act. Thank you, dear. You bear the blade well, Hunter, and you skill, no doubt, so I don't mean any unkindness when I say you still seem a little free. I was a long time spent captive, bound by steel strange to me. My strength is diminished, but recoverable. By the time I reach the citadel, I'll be ready to face what waits. Let's go! Ooh. All the little mosslings, they are cute. So, let's go to the first little town that you can see. Bone Bottom. Hello, little pilgrim. A fellow pilgrim, are you? About to start your great journey to the holy citadel top? I'm no pilgrim, sir, though it seems we will be traveling a similar path. Not a pilgrim? It makes no difference, I suppose. We all must walk the roads up and up, though most of us will fall long before we see the grand gates. If you're wise, you stop here and rest before we're heading out in that dangerous world. Right, let's go. The shopkeep, I have no money, and Flick, the fixer. What's this you're building, sir? A sign of some kind. Aye, aye, you're a sharp boy. I wish well. It's best this time this old camp had one. As a resident fixer, I take it upon myself to sort it out. Their popular thing about Farlum, wishwalls. So too. So many prayers left unanswered, gives them a place to go. Oh, traveler, destined for the citadel, yes. Oh, before you embark, would you stop and make trades with an old pilgrim? Beb. I'm sorry, Beb as a name is kind of funny. I'd see your wares, madam, though I fear I have nothing worthy to offer in return. Oh, worry not, if you like fine goods to trade, we can barter still. In this devout land, we do not currency of faith. Rosaries, those finely carved beads of prayer. If you will only share some with me, I will trade you something fair. Righty. I will try my best to get this first, because it's the first thing that I always try to get. And there's this little platform here for a bug that we shall know later. One with a great singing voice. And now we shall meet one of the best characters. Oh, here, pray, here. Oh, hear me pray, please hear me sing. My path's ahead, but here's the thing. I can squeeze past all gates of bone. So please help. So please wake up and help. Oh. Why do you sing, little one? This bone gate seems like a poor audience. But of course I'm singing. I am Sherma.
pilgrim just like you. I hear the call of the great citadel, just like every other devout soul. But look here, as soon as our sacred journey begins, we are tested. This huge gate stands between us and the way forward. Our holy prayer and song will open the way. In this kingdom, even mighty bones moved by music. Journey verse with me, Red Maiden. You, me, and my lucky chime will sing together until the great gate opens. Sturdy gate, and as to break our bend, just open a little for me and my tall maiden friend. Oh god, I love him so much. Sherm is one of the best characters and one that I worried for a lot in the beginning of the game. You know, you need to protect the child. Oh god, he's cute and amazing. I love him a lot. Like, so freaking much. Now, our path is... Our path is at the front. And there we go. So, a thing about Silksong's difficulty. Yes, Silksong is more difficult than Hollow Knight in many ways, shape, or form, especially because of how diverse, I would say, and how expensive Hornet's movements can be. She is way more agile, I guess would be the correct term, compared to like the knight from Hollow Knight. Compared to the knight from the first game, the knight is a snail compared to Hornet. And I feel like a lot of players don't understand how agile Hornet is until way later, which makes the early game way more difficult than it normally would be. And to be honest, I feel like some people have the game journalist, you know. I still remember that video of the game journalist trying to beat Cuphead and just like, listen, you can be bad at a game. I will not shit on people who are bad at games, but you can still see fairness in a difficult game, in a difficult product. Hollow Knight, I feel especially, is like that. I do not think Hollow Knight at all is an unfair game. I do not think it. There's a lot of things you can do to make the game easier for you. And as any Metroidvania does, if you're too weak, you can just continue. Like, just stop, go another way, and do whatever you want. Did you say, Maiden, the great Gerd heard my song and infinite and ancient kindness opened the way forward? Gate, gate, nice time ever met. Gate, 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 greatest miracle yet. Oh god, I love him. I love him. And if someone doesn't love him, I will put you to the stone. Simple as that. If you don't like Sherma, execution. Alright, come on. I feel like the game is pretty good in a lot of ways. You know what? I will already buy the Magnetite Brooch. I do not care for that bench. I don't think I will die so soon, so I will go back buy that. And considering the time, I feel like this is a nice way to stop. This, yes, I know this is way too compared to other videos. This was way at the beginning still. However, I will try to progress more. And if you guys don't want me to, I can stop the voices. I just love this game and love the characters within. So let's buy this. And now we got our first tool. And the one that I will use the most throughout the whole game. Let's go. We have the Hunter's Crest, and yeah. You know what? Let's... do I progress more? Yeah, let's try a bit more. Yeah, it's way too early. It's kinda difficult to say, like, I try to keep a timer on to know how long I have been going for. because I don't want to make videos too long, but I don't want to end them way too quickly. Is that, I will not say unfair, but that's, it's difficult to put a timer when, you know, games can be quite unexpected. I will also most of these videos are completely unedited, so like these are just my raw experience of them. No edits, just me and you. You know what? We shall see them. We shall start a game and we shall stop with a couple of friends. Hello there. Ushka! A native of this fiery lowland approaches. No fear, my friend, we are pleased are but humble travelers. Met, sir, though likely for you, I am not one of these lands. I am merely journeying through. Oh, ho, kindred spirits! Good luck for wanderers to meet on a familiar path. Now do we have met, now that I am Flea Master Mushka, leader of this caravan. Our own journey has barely begun, but you are most welcome to tarry here a while, stranger. Where ways are dark and winding, good bugs must stay close together. Stranger, will you hear my worry? The time has come for us fleas to find each other and travel together. This has happened 2 generations before. The many fleas of this kingdom should be flocking to our caravan, but times have become dangerous. You feel it too, yes? Our poor cousins out there, in hiding. Could you, help us find these poor lost fleas? We dare continue our journey until some of the poor dears have found their way here to us. Yes, the lost fleas. The lovable guys. And I didn't know that if you just continue helping them, you could completely ignore a boss fight. I found that and I was way surprised. May the kingdom bless, keep you safe. Thank you, and I shall speak with you another time. Now, guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, like, subscribe, ring the little bell, and if you guys want me to answer any of your questions, well, I don't have crystal ball, so put on the comment section. So, as it is, thank you so much for watching, and we have just started our journey. Thank you, and goodbye.